fixed?
Yep.
It took a few minutes.
Yes, it did.
What was wrong?
I don't know. I disconnected and reconnected everything about 8 times.
Finally it worked.
I deactivated and reactivated in OBS and it worked. Sorry, I couldn't say anything because I was in the middle of trying to fix my recording.
Let's see.
That's not far enough back. There we go. Now, how come this was sitting right the other day? Yesterday. Now it's not sitting.
What, the table?
Oh, man. My phone was sitting right on the thing. There we go. That's better. Okay. I have arrived. Hey, SB and Conquer. How you guys doing? Tabletop was fun. You got them all a few bandits playing as a wolfskin from Fates. Oh, okay, nice. Nice, that's good. Well, glad you could join us for this one. I'm glad tabletop was good. Let's see. Okay, that looks good. I just had to check my audio levels real quick. So, we had some technical difficulties at the beginning. I didn't have the stream started while I was having technical difficulties. I had to hard restart my computer twice and unplug everything about 6 or 7 times. When I first booted it up, the game was in black and white on my television screen and wouldn't show up at all on my computer, sound or visual wise. So that was fun to fix. I was like, I'm trying to like lean over top of all the wires I have strewn across my floor, so my back feels totally shot right now because I didn't. I'm like stretching myself in an awkward position. But I am all right. I am not debilitated or crippled in the least. And in 1 minute, we will get started. I will get ready to load it just so we're good to go. Play every Saturday, so sadly you usually can't make those then. Yeah, I think I remember from some of the 14 streams, yeah. So, but it's okay. Not a problem. We will get you caught up on what's going on. We haven't done that much, honestly, since starting, so should be able to catch you up pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, Conquer, but at least it's working now. I knew that this whole recording an older game was going to be a pain in the ass, but, you know, sometimes you're like, well, maybe it won't be as bad today because it wasn't bad yesterday. And when I was testing it, it wasn't bad either, but there's always a snag. You always plan for a snag or some sort of thing that gets you caught up in the middle, because if you don't, and it happens, what the hell are you going to do, right? That should be good. All right, let's boot this up.
how hard I try to find some wilderness, it's always back into a dungeon I go.
Well, that's where all the treasures seem to be, Jenny. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Champions of Norrath, the stream edition. And yes, that is one of the perks of having, of naming the female characters that I use for self-insert Jenny, because then I can sound like Forrest Gump every single time I do it. On the last episode, we began our playthrough, and we are attempting to seek and gain power here in Fadark Forest by plundering all of the goblins' caves, and then going from there. And today we have one last cave to explore, and it is their main stronghold / cave type of a dealie. So we're gonna head through here so we can find and then go from there. Now what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna take this meager mana stone, and I might be able to slot it in here. It depends on if this takes 1 or 2 slots. I think it only takes 1. Yeah, it does. 12% extra mana regen. Hell yeah, man. I'll take that all day, every day. Nice. How do you feel? Had to miss some streams for attending class because they were going grocery shopping on the weekends. Yeah, well, don't worry about it, guys. If you miss a stream or two, you know that I'll always get you caught up. Just ask if you feel lost, and I'll work on that. Why am I pressing select? I must be thinking of Ratchet and Clank, where the map is select or R3. Although then I should just be pressing R3 because it's also R3 in this game. But, well, you know. Alright, anyway. We're in the second level of the last cave that the goblins have taken for themselves. I've cleared out a decent chunk of it, but we still have some left over to explore, so we're going to go and explore that and try to make some use of our newfound abilities, including Cold Arrow, which is our debuff of choice that we got last time. Let me see here. And when we get to level 7, we might be able to see if I get 2 skill points up here instead of 1. Potentially. Perhaps. It won't really serve us that well to begin with, but once we get to level 8 and I can get endurance, I can put 1 point in endurance every level and then 1 point into something else. Ideally it'll be crit, but we have to wait till level 10 to get crit, so. Okay, that's a little louder than I thought it would be. Maybe I'll turn that down as well, just a little bit. Here I said, oh yeah, our sounds are fine, but I'm going to turn that down just a smidge. So, hey Yugman, how's it going? We have just gotten started after some small technical difficulties at the beginning of this. There is a shaman over there, and I want him dead. Not this guy, but that guy. There we go. And the lightning guy behind him, that's also a shaman. Get me out of here! Oh, well, okay then. Did I hit the guy with the lightning? I don't think I did. Trying to hit the guy with the lightning. There we go. Got you trapped now. There we go. Take those arrows, please. Thank you. Are you just gonna run away all the time, or drop? Gotta get rid of the shamans if you can. Now, not every race has access to a shaman, or not every enemy type has access to a shaman-type enemy, but the human ones do. Well, the human-like ones, the humanoid ones do. So, getting rid of goblin shamans, very nice. I mean, you get more experience, I think, if you keep killing them, but why? I don't need the EXP that badly, so. I think I see another ladder over there, actually, right now. Continuing your playthrough of P5 right now. November just started doing a few Mentos quests before tackling the current palace. Nice! Nice. Well, good luck with that, Conquer. It should go pretty well for you. You know what you're doing. So, oh, hello there. There's a shaman in the back. Ouch. I was gonna say, get out of my way so I can hit the shaman. There we go. Okay. And that's fine. And by the time I get to the next enemy encounter, I should have a decent chunk of health because of that health regen that I've got going on. 27 gold. I'll take that. Why don't we, yeah, that shield's not going to help you, bruh. There we go. Sharp light axe of calm. And barrels. There we go. Hey, a tonic. I'll take that as well. Take them minor tinctures as, actually, I think a tincture is an ether in Final Fantasy VI, now that I think about it. So that wouldn't quite be correct, I don't think. And yeah, I was correct. There is, in fact, another level right about here. So let's head down and see what waits for us on the 3rd basement floor. I guess we didn't have that far to go last time, but at the same time, you know, didn't want to push my luck.
Great. No matter how hard I try to find some wilderness, it's always back into a dungeon I go.
Okay, so Shaman. Shaman is dead. Guy's got a shield. Just put all the cold damage on you. Okay. Crushed Storm Shard, nice. That'll help. I don't know what it'll help, but it'll help. Thinking about it, I don't have anything to really put that on, so... And the Shaman. I don't want to wander too far now, because I think I'm getting close to over-encumbered here. Oh, not that close. Okay. It figures, right? We get a thing with mana regen and crit on it, and then we get another thing with mana regen and crit on it. Well, at least I can use this one, you know. I mean, this one's fine with the damage that it does, but... With all that extra stuff, I might as well use this till level 7. And then use this once I get there as a replacement. It'll have slightly less mana regen on it, but it'll all work out. You'll see. I feel like there's a delay on picking up gold from the chests, and that's not present in the sequel. You pick it up immediately when it falls out of the chest in the sequel, but... Well, whatever. There's that crit I was talking about. So yeah, it's more than 2 times. It's not just 2 times the damage. There must be another multiplier or something involved there. Oh, I used multiplier as well. Nice. Ha. And one for you as well. Nice. Lots of junk they're dropping all over the place, but it doesn't look like they dropped any more junk for me. Did that drop anything? I don't think it did. Okay. Let's just pop this. You gonna come see me, Mr. Shaman? You gonna run after me? No? Okay, fine. Oh. He's got some good aim on that ice storm, I'll tell you. Okay, that's a guy with some ice. Should be a little careful of him. Okay, that'll work.
I have no mana.
Oops. Gotcha. I could have just kept hitting him, but you know. Warnhammer of Jolts. More arrows, thank you. How many of those do I have now? Let's see. Got things to do now. See y'all next time. So much for getting Mementos quest done. Yeah, something always seems to come up, doesn't it, whenever you want to do that sort of stuff. I know how that goes, Conquer. But yep, we'll see you on the next one. I'll catch you up on whatever you miss. Take it easy till then. 15, I have 20. So what am I looking for here? I need better leggings, a better shield, and better body armor. And then I'll be good. Okay. We can't do anything with that storm shard. I mean, I could use it to, like, throw it on something and give it extra money on it, I suppose. Or I could stick it on my bow, but... I think I'm going to try to look for a better bow than this one when I go back to the shop. Like one with a higher required level. So... So, ooh, a compound bow. That might actually be what I'm looking for. Yeah, that would be it right there. It's got 1 slot, it's got 33 attack bonus, and I can use it at this level. That is good. That is very good for me. I'm gonna take this and we'll stick that right on the bow. I think I can do this. Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Well, that'll help quite a bit. Getting some better weapons here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that fanciness. Now I do ice and electric damage. Look at that. Look at how much damage that does now. I'm so happy with my DPS now. This looks like a dead end. So I'm going to go this way first before we get to the point where I'm pretty sure we're practically over-encumbered. Yeah, we are practically over-encumbered. Okay. I shall keep that in mind as I check out this corridor. Whoops. I meant to hit the other guy, but you know what? This works. Excuse me. Ha. Could do with a little more mana, so let's grab that. And let's not use our precious arrows to destroy barrels. That doesn't seem like such a good idea. And as with last time, if you ever see me like knee-jerk away from a chest before I open it, it's just force of habit. I just don't want to get blown up, because some treasure chests have bombs in them, and well, that's just no fun for anybody except for the enemies. They get a big laugh out of that. Yeah, our damage is starting to look pretty good with our dexterity that we've got upgraded there. Better than before. Goblins are dropping like rocks, so that helps quite a bit. Alright, where'd you guys go? There you are. Damn it. Ha! Getting a little better with... Oh, there's a boss around here somewhere. Getting a little better with my accuracy. Still not great, but, you know, I'll take it. It's better than nothing. There's a portal right behind the boss. I'm not going to be able to pick up his shit, but if I beat him, I can use that portal to then go back to the village, sell my crap, and then come back and pick up his stuff. So I think we're going to go try and beat the boss. What kind of build am I going for, assuming that's a thing in this game? But it is a thing. You kind of get a build, though, when you pick a class at first, though. Like I picked a Wood Elf Ranger for my beginning class, and so you have Strength, Intelligence, and Dexterity. These are your 3 attacking stats, whether you attack with physical attacks, like the weapon I've got, this axe. Intelligence for your spells, like the arrow that I'm using that makes them cold. And Dexterity is our primary attacking stat because it makes my bow deal more damage. So I'm primarily going to be focusing on Dexterity and Stamina, which increases my health. I don't think I'll be upgrading Strength or Intelligence really at all for the rest of the game, because the innate bonuses that I get off my weapons, in addition to this critical hit, is enough to make up the difference of me not investing in these skills that increase damage of my melee weapons and all that. So mostly we're going to be going for a bow build, basically. But yeah, there's other classes that you can pick at the beginning that have like better healing spells or better physical attacks at the expense of not having too much magic. There's a little bit of room amongst the builds. So, oh, here he comes. Have one of those, sir. That goes right through your shield. I have 18 arrows left. Better make them count.
I've got no mana.
Just like that. Probably run him around the room a little bit too. Ha. No mana. Run away for a second. Run back into an area that I've already... Oops. There we go. Gotcha. He didn't drop anything. What the hell, man? Oh, okay, he dropped a ring. I'm adequately equipped. Is it an actual ring, like that I can equip now, or is it... it is a ring. Just a random-ass ring. Well, we're not going to wear that until we have to go check in with the elves. It's probably like a script or something, or a flag where you have to wear that ring in order for them to be like, okay, you're well equipped enough. Come join us on the battlefield. So we won't worry about that for now. Oh, he's got some friends that I missed. I won't have missed them for long. Okay, portal is there. We can go back to the town now, sell all of our crap. But we'll do that in a minute. Let's open this stuff up first, and okay. We can still pull that mana vial out without being over-encumbered, which is just beautiful. I don't know where that leads, but I don't think I want to know. So, let's just take the portal back to Kelethin and sell all of our stuff. What kind of classes are there? There's 5 classes total that you can start the game with. There is a Barbarian Warrior, melee specialist, uses strength for its attacking stat primarily, but it can use every single type of weapon in the game. There's the Wood Elf Ranger, which is what I picked. There's the Erudite Wizard, which is a magic and elemental spell focusing class, uses intelligence for its attacking stat. There is the High Elf Cleric, which focuses on healing. It uses strength and intelligence almost equally, but it can only equip blunt weapons. And then there's the Dark Elf Shadow Knight, which focuses on pet summons and using poison elemental spells. So you can get poison elemental spells and disease on other classes. Actually, no. I think disease is exclusive to the Dark Elf Shadow Knight in this game. That sounds about right. Like, poison and disease might be exclusive to Dark Elf Shadow Knight, with the exception, of course, of the poison arrows that I could get right... Where are they? Here. So yeah, every class has its own specialties that it can work off of, and they all sort of do a bunch of different things. And it's mostly made for, like, multiplayer play, because you can play couch co-op, or there's even an online co-op function that this has. So it's... There's a whole bunch of different ways you can play, basically. Race and class are the same. They're linked, yeah. So they're linked up together. So you can't be a Wood Elf warrior, basically. You'd have to be a... There's only a Wood Elf ranger. There's no choice in that regard. So, yeah. If you're going to be a Wood Elf, you have to be a Wood Elf ranger in this game. That's just how it goes. Let's see. So that we can get rid of. That we can get rid of. That and that. And this, and that will sell for a decent little bit, and this will sell for a decent little bit, so let's hold on to that for now. We're almost to the point where we can use that. And I don't know if we need this ring, so I think I'm going to hold on to it. We are almost pretty good on potions, I think. I think I just need arrows and, like, 1 or 2 tonics. So I could always look for another bow in the thing, but I've got one by now, so... You know what I should look for, though, is I should look for an earring. Well, that's got mana regen on it. That's not a bad idea. 5,000. I can afford it. May as well, right? Got to use some of this money for some good stuff. See, all of these are not as good anymore because they're all, like, required level 3 at maximum, but I've got required level 5 and 7 weapons chilling in the back there, so it's not really as necessary. Okay, we got 66 arrows to work with. That should be good. I'll equip that when I get out of here. Yeah, classic tabletop setup, basically. Yep, it's, and I think, and don't quote me on this, I'm not 100% sure, but basically this game is a sub-series from the EverQuest series of games. And I think the EverQuest series sprang out of a tabletop expansion of some kind, like a D&D expansion of some kind. This is way back, though. Like, this is a PS2 game, so it was a while ago that this came out, but, you know. Okay, so we can go back to Lesser Fate Arc now that we've explored all the caves. I've got all the arrows that I need for now, and shortly thereafter we'll be able to go with the elves there to the actual battlefield, to the orc battlefield, and then we'll be able to equip a new weapon. We'll get endurance pretty soon, so... Oh, okay, they've moved on. Go to Greater Fade Arc to help fight off the orcs. Okay. Yep, and they're off now, so they're no longer blocking the path. But, excuse me, this gentleman is still here. Hafnul, what's up?
The orcs are retreating deeper into the forest. Spread the word. Everyone who is able must report immediately to the commander near the river.
Okay, well, I'm the only one who's able, at least in this playthrough, so I'm gonna head that way. Gate scroll, a couple lesser mana vials. I'll take that. And this leads to Greater Fade Arc. Okay, got it. Every single RPG up to like 2008 is 80% D&D inspired. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, there's a lot of RPGs that owe most of their roots to D&D campaigns or expansions. Really, it has a very large influence. That's for sure. Dungeons and Dragons does.
Strange shadows lurk within these
Lots of things owe their lives to them. So I think these are orcs now. I don't think the... Are you alright there, dude? I think these are orcs now. I don't think these are goblins anymore, so I'm going to make a new save. Do what I normally do, what I was doing with Yakuza 0 as well, where I saved a couple of separate slots, just in case. You never know. Might need them. Alright, let's go help out. See what we can find out here. I see a chest over there. Whoa. Excuse you. Not supposed to be this strong, man. You're a beetle. I mean, I get it. They hit like a truck. They're supposed to be like the tough enemy here, but you know. Charred light sword. There's a chest up here. What do we got? I didn't even flinch at that one. I should have hopped back or something to that effect. Alright. Oops, that's not a... Dude, I just saw something yellow, I think. Nope, never mind. I was mistaken. Ow. Oh, whoops. Gotcha. Okay, this looks like another path, and that guy went running off this way, so let's help out over here first before we go too far. There's a lot of arrows flying right now. Okay. Oh, got him. Nice. I don't know how I'm hitting all these long shots, but you know what? I'll take it. See, oop, I ran into fire. I'm on fire! A normal mana vial, nice. We're starting to get into the higher end healing potions, I guess now, so that's pretty good. Because I think what it does is I think it uses the higher end ones first. I could be wrong about that, and then it goes to the lower ones, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Well, we got that better shield I was looking for, though. Nope, nope, and nope. None of those are better than the bad boy right over here. And we are almost over encumbered again. I promise this. It's a recurring trend right now, but it won't be for very long. Oops, that's not a goblin. That. Lots of mana vials, though. I like that. That means I won't have to go buy too many from the thing. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Well, alright then. I can pick up a healing tonic. I just can't pick up the arrows. Arrows are so heavy! I just wish there was a portal right here. Well, I guess there kind of is a portal right here. It's not too far away back that way, so... Gate scroll time. Wonder if Garrick's gonna like this game when he comes in, pops in to ask about Gothic 2, because I mean, this is more top-down than Gothic 2, but it reminds me a lot of Gothic 2, I'll be honest with you, or really the Gothic series. We will be playing Gothic 2 in a little while. Probably, let's see. Oh, well, here's the problem, War and Heavy Morningstar. That will do it. Let's see. So after this, it's like a game of my choice and then Gothic 2. So I gotta choose well then. I can't have a... Okay, we didn't need this at all. So let's just get rid of it. And I guess we'll hold on to those as well. Yeah, cool. That means in the next hub that we get to, we should be able to buy normal tonics and vials if we are getting normal ones now. I don't think I need any more arrows, especially since there's some sitting on the ground over there. So I'll just we'll just go back. Can't gate back yet though. That's not a thing till the next game. What was I saying? Yeah, I wonder if because the game's more top down than the Gothic series, but it does share some reminders of the Gothic series. I mean, there's elves and all that other stuff in it. I guess there was orcs and stuff in the Gothic series, though, so it's not completely off the wall. But I'll bet you they got their ideas for Gothic from a D&D expansion as well. I mean, probably not directly, but, I mean, they probably drew some inspiration, I would imagine. Can't wait till we get endurance, man. Next level, we get a good weapon. Level after that, I get to carry more. Never thought I'd be excited to level that up in any video game, but, well, if it means less trips back to the shop. Did you just set yourself... Oh, these guys are crazy. They're so gung-ho about killing these guys, they'll run straight into an open flame just to get to them. I think I collected everything here. So it's just the stuff over here now, I think. There's a pick, and there's arrows over here. And then, is that it? I think that's it right here. Let's go this way. And see what is over here. Ah. A big goblin. Or an orc. I can't tell the difference in this game, I'll be honest with you. I think the big guys are orcs, but I could be completely wrong. Oh god, badger! Badger, run! Ow. Asshole. Would you just... Okay. Hold on, let me just run around the side of the guy. That'll help, and then... don't get stuck on a tree now. Okay, got him. Cool. Those badgers don't mess around, man. Of course, that could mean there's a boss right over here. Since the last time we saw them, there was a boss to fight. I guess we'll know soon enough, won't we? Oh god. Henlo beetle. Ow. It's not very nice. There we go. I think I just decapitated that beetle. Man. There was nothing in that chest. What a rip-off. I've been had. Oh, that's okay. Checkpoint over here. What about in this chest? Okay. Healing tonic and some money. That's a little better than the last one, at least. Maybe I should wait to save it until my MP is fully healed. Oh, God. Mistake. Mistake! This was a mistake! Go in the fire. No, go in the fire. Ow, I went in the fire.
I have no mana.
And I went in the fire again because I was trying to cold arrow him. There we go. See, they're not that bad. I just didn't have a weapon that I could use properly for it. So. Being late is underrated anyway, and the screen's black for you, so you get to reload. Better? Good. Very good. Glad you can see it now, Rockin' Fun. And hello, Rockin' Fun. How you doing? Didn't miss too much. We fought a boss that I killed with cold arrow spam in the dungeons down there, and now we are in Greater Feydark Forest, which is the next area. And there's a lot of badgers in here, but thanks to the fact that we just leveled up off of a badger, we can fix that, so... one more level to this, and yep, we get 2 skill points, as you can see here. Excuse me. So there's archery. I'm gonna need to put a point into this and a point into this, and then also points into this for extra mana regen, but that's not till level 15. So is there anything else I'm gonna put points into though? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I need something else to put it in though, I think. For now, like I could put a point into archery and then a point into, I guess, cold arrow maybe. It does increase the damage a little bit, so that's not bad. I mean, we don't really need to worry about the damage all that much, but well, it gives me something else to put those skill points in, I guess. Or I could just put it all into archery and just, you know, be good to go from there. The skills go up to 20 points, by the way, so they max out at level 20. And by level 20, I mean this number up in the top right here. So, you know what? I mean, cold arrow's doing enough for us. I'll just do both points in archery, because I think, actually, thinking about it, that cold arrow's damage is not just... It's not just affected by, like, my intelligence or the amount of damage the arrow does. That's just the flat amount of damage it adds on top of whatever damage I'm doing with the arrow anyway. So it's probably better to just increase my arrow damage with archery than it is to invest in cold arrow for the damage, you know? So... Are badgers badger? They're definitely badder than most enemies, that's for sure. But we are equal to the challenge now because we have this fantastic weapon that I've picked up. This required level 7 melee weapon that will really help us out. Look at all that attack, mana regeneration on it, just like our axe there. A little less, but it's not that big of a deal. And 5% crit. All of the above will do us some good. I'm going to save again. I think, did you miss the moment when he kills the thing, when he grabbed a thing? Yeah, that's pretty much it, is we've killed the thing, we've grabbed a thing, and then we move to a new thing. And that's pretty much where we're at this point. Let's see, that looks like a dead end, the direction we're going. That little, over by the checkpoint is back into Lesser Feydark. So we're going to go to that little oasis-looking alcove after this. And then we'll go from there. Looking for some enemies so I can see how much more damage this does. Might even find a boss while we're at it. This, like I said, this looks like an arena that I'd find a boss in, so... That's an explosive arrow guy. No, you don't. Ha. No explosions for you. Explosions for these beetles, though. Definitely explosions for these beetles. Oh, God. Ha! I don't even need to use the bow for this part, but I'll do it anyway. Come here, you. See, there you go. Busted its carapace off the top of it. That's gross. Destructible environments. Well, actually, destructible enemies, but... I guess I overhyped the damage a little bit because our bow still does more damage than this thing, but just trust me, it's better than the 30-something that we were doing per hit before. We can 2-hit the beetles now, so that's pretty nice. Maybe 2-hit. I don't know exactly how much HP they have, but it seems like I could 2-hit them. Oh, there's a cave over here. Wonder where this cave leads to. Well, one part of it leads to a badger, that's for sure. The goblin cave. Can I kill this badger from here? He's got a goblin friend as well. I don't think so. I think I can shoot over top of that. Is he, like, coming around to try to get me? Because that would be kind of funny, actually. Well, here's the goblin. Another one. Ow. Alright, bitch. There you go. It's too bad it doesn't stack too well. It might stack. I might be making him slower with each shot, but... Nice. So they've probably got like 500 HP, those badgers. Just judging I'm venturing a guess based on how many shots I took on him, but they're pretty beefy. Thankfully, it's not really something we're worried about. We can handle it. Yeah, look how quick that mana's ticking back up over there now. It's quite nice. It means I don't have to keep using potions to do it. So Gunbreakers can be even worse than you anticipated. Holy shit! You only played just a little bit, but only 2 bosses. That bad, huh? Uh-oh, that's not good. So is this like a separate area of the Goblin Caves then?
Dungeons are always too dark, too damp, and too deep.
Seems like Jenna really likes to complain. I mean, I can't say I blame her. I'm down in this disgusting dungeon, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think that's going to be going away anytime soon. Alright, let's see. Any more shamans down here? I see guys with a shield. Whoa. That was a close one. Ooh, look at that. Crit right there. Nice. Gotta remember that I one-shot the shamans from now on. Because otherwise I'm gonna just be wasting arrows, and I don't want to do that. Ha. Let's see, something of warding? Choker of warding. We shall see what that is in a moment. I was gonna say, what you got, son? Obviously not much. I got a lesser mana vial. Sometimes you'll still get those, even though we're in an area that has been giving us normal ones. You'll still get lesser ones occasionally, or the lower end ones. The ones you were getting, but it's no big deal. It all helps out. One of them was the Hydra. Don't know if you did that one. It's basically a glorified trash that dies in 50 seconds and does basically nothing. Hey, it has one mechanic. Okay. Well, the Gunbreaker managed to die on it. I don't even know how he died. I think he stayed on fire for too long. Couldn't tell you for sure. I've done the Hydra. I think it's Sastasha hard mode. I did that off screen, I think. And it's... I don't know. I still don't really know the mechanics 100% for sure, but I guess it does have one mechanic. And I couldn't, for the life of me, tell you off the top of my head what the mechanic is, but... Well, whatever, but he managed to die to it, huh? That's not good. Hey, MB, how's it going? Oh boy, this game said you never got to play it. Well, you're getting to see it now, so that's pretty good, I think. How's it going, MB? We are knee-deep in goblins right now, as you can see plainly. I guess as long as I don't have shields, I don't need to waste my mana on Cold Arrow, and, you know, my arrows are a finite resource for right now, so... Maybe we'll try to be a little more frugal with them so I don't have to keep gate scrolling back. Especially now that I have this fancy weapon that I can use. Might as well, you know, take advantage of the fact that I got something so nice. This guy, though, is going to need one of these, so... Okay, then. Well, that'll do. Sharp hatchet, that's probably got crit on it. Which means it'll sell for a pretty penny when we go back to the shop. Just do a figure 8 here in case it opens a secret passage, but I don't think that's actually a thing in this game, so... yep, 5% crit. That will increase its value at the shop, so... can you get off that barrel? There you go. Thank you, sir. I don't know who to swing at first here. Charred Longstaff, can't use that. Okay, now I want you to get stuck on the barrels. Sick. Oh, there's a yellow thing. Wonder what that was. I gotta find it again. It's here somewhere. Whoa. Maybe I should take care of this guy first. There we go. Yeah, I saw that yellow item out of the corner of my eye there, so... We gotta find it, whatever it was, because those yellow items are usually pretty good. Don't know where it flew, though. Thought it was right around here somewhere. Hello? Mario? Mario! I know it was here. Maybe the rats took it. Did I take it? I don't think I pressed square. Maybe I did. I did! Okay. 35% disease resistance. I don't know how much that's actually going to help us. Maybe later when we start fighting things that can actually use disease. I don't know when that is, though. And this is a level 5 staff. Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember pressing square there, so I'm kind of surprised that it picked it up. Oh, I'm lagging. Like 4 bars, I'm lagging. Ow. Can't get away if I kill you in 2 hits now, can you?
I have too much in my pack already.
Great. Well, I think I see the end of this area at least, so we can gate back. Ooh. Drop that shield there, son. Drop your guard. It's not doing you any good. And I think that's it. So, I shouldn't be opening these chests because, you know, I can't carry anymore, but I'm doing it anyway. Oops. Well, alrighty then, so that takes care of that. I'm gonna open this one up as well, and that gave us nothing. So it's just that one Morning Star, I think. Do I really want to come all the way back into a cave like this for a Morning Star? I don't know. You had your fill of 14 when your sub ended, done with the Realm Reborn story, now you wish you could continue playing it. Feel like you're just about to enter the good stuff territory. Yeah, Heaven's Ward is pretty damn good, so I would definitely... whenever you can get on that, MB, I would say get on that, so... I feel like I should drop... like, the staff, honestly. I know it's... Well, no, it's not that heavy, actually. But that Morning Star has to be like 12 weight or something, and otherwise I'd be able to pick it up. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it. I feel bad leaving loot, but... Oh, well.
I have too much in my pack already.
Hey, Death Dragon, how's it going? Oh, it's Fallen Phantom. Nice. How's it going, Fallen Phantom? Glad you could make it. Good to see you play it again. Yeah, I'm glad to be back to the series, man. Definitely glad to be back to it, so. Most amazing thing about these new Gunbreakers is they want a main tank but don't turn their tank stance, so not sure what they're hoping to achieve. I feel like that don't even know what a tank is, they just want to be the cool guy with a sword. If they want to be a cool guy with a sword, they could play Samurai. I mean, it probably deals more damage, but, well, you know. I think I'm asking for too much. You got Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition and the Division 2. Nice. That's good, MB. I haven't played either of them, but I've seen Cole, my brother, play Horizon Zero Dawn a little bit, and it looks really good. That might be another one that we'll have to play in the future. So, like Ice Mages back in 2.0. Why would I use fire? I'm an Ice Mage. Well, you rotate the. And you know, I know what's weighing me down too is all those potions that I've got sitting in my bag. So. That might be the problem. So what can I get rid of? Let me carry this thing. It's probably... I probably don't need to get rid of anything really complex. Like, let's see if I can drop this and grab that, because that's probably worth more. Yep. Than this is. Let's find out. It is... Yes, it is worth more than the other one, so... I think I'd like to believe I made a fair trade. I'll take that. As the game loads in scenery just off the screen. It's all these fire effects, man. Early PS2 couldn't handle it. It's not a bad thing. I'm just poking fun. So. Okay, back to Greater Fade So now before we go to those other 2 areas, what we got to do is we got to use a gate scroll and then portal our way back. So. We shall see how it all goes. Alright, gate scroll time. Probably picked one up in that dungeon, so it pays for itself, basically. It's damage difference between a samurai and a dark knight is beyond human comprehension. I know! So much damage. Like, I mean, I get it. Being a gunbreaker is cool because you get a sword that also is a gun. But if you want to do that and not play the class to its strengths, just play Final Fantasy VIII. Like, I know I know some people think Squall's a bit of a fuckboy, but, like, come on, man. It's not that bad. Then again, here's the trouble, though, right? If I'm expecting them to play the tank correctly and they're not playing the tank correctly, how in the high hell am I expecting anybody to play Final Fantasy VIII correctly, you know? Like, the Final Fantasy VIII's mechanics are not exactly beginner-friendly. So, I'm asking for too much, most likely. 2,000 gold for that? I will take that, sir or madam. Thank you. Let's see. Sell off this stuff. Those aren't better than my boots right now. Mine are in the 20s, so that's good. I don't need that. And I'm going to hold on to this ring. I don't know when we'll be encountering disease resistance, but 35% sounds like it's pretty good. I just wish I could store it somewhere, but, well, you know. We definitely don't need any more of these potions because I'm barely even using them anymore. So I might even sell a couple because they weigh, I mean, these weigh half a pound apiece, but these weigh 1 pound apiece, so that's like quite a bit. We'll do that. There we go. And I need to buy more arrows. So, 1, 2, 3. I was kind of hoping that Rusty Dirk would have like a different effect on it or something, but nope. I don't even know why I'm looking. Like I said before, it's not like these things actually matter in any way. Let's see here. I would like to get something with poison resistance on it because I know that there's an enemy. Like this is again from reading the guide on how to do how to play this class properly. I know that one of the bosses coming up uses poison attacks. I just don't know when we encounter it. I would like to get some poison resistance if I can get it. This Choker of Tainting might be exactly what I need. So I think we'll invest in it. Because I don't think anything else is really... We've got the health and mana regeneration on our other stuff right now, so really, I think this might be a good investment. So we'll load up on it. Head back to the portal. And go from there. I mostly just scrolled through the guide on playing the Ranger in this game, but I pretty much got here are the bosses that are difficult, and then here's what you should invest in, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. So I'm gonna have to like credit the dude that did the FAQ for the Ranger when we're done with the game or something, because their contributions were pretty helpful. I don't even remember their name at this point, but they helped, that's for sure. I think tanks are hitting for around 5 to 6k now, and most DPSs are like 8 to 12k. Yeah, it's it's quite a distinct difference. I mean, it's not humongous, but it's still thousands of damage. Meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm just happy that I was starting to do 1,000 damage to enemies as I was getting done with Heaven's Ward. But I think that's pretty normal. Get to about that point, you know. New 14 is a real mess. It'd be great when you achieve some kind of balance between players. Right now, every time you queue as a tank, you end up replacing a gunbreaker that left the duty. Oh, yeah, I could see how that would be annoying, for sure. Alright, what we got over here that killed all these people? Oh, I got worn patchwork armor. Don't know how much that's going to help, but, you know. Uh-oh, Badger. Time for cold arrow spam. Oop.
I have no mana.
Working on it. Working on it, lady. There we go. Cool. I guess it makes sense that badgers wouldn't really carry around gold now, would they? Unless they, like, ate it or something. Another cave. Lots of caves to level up in here, apparently. I don't exactly know what the endgame level is in this game. I would imagine if it's anything like the other one, it's probably like between 20 and 25, but that might not be saying too much. Oh, that's not going to do me any good. I need body armor that's in the 20s somewhere. Please and thank you. Okay. Down in the cave. Welcome to the world before balance patches. Yeah, that's usually how it is. Usually, you have to wait for balance patches to really make a dent in all of that stuff, because it's, you know, I mean, they have beta testers, but it's new content, right? So like they have to balance everything out. So it will get better. At least this time we don't have warriors on steroids. I'm surprised we're not seeing more paladins in the queue though. Like, I mean, I know Gunbreaker's the new fancy toy, but let's not forget that paladin's got a gap closer. Like that's a big deal. Oh, that nice crit. Yeah, you see what I mean when I say I don't think it's exactly 2 times damage. It's like slightly, there's like an ignore defense or ignore armor rating or something in there with a crit. It's like Gen 1 Pokemon, except it's not based on my dexterity or agility stat. If it was, nobody would invest in anything but dexterity, even if they were a strength-based thing, because then if you can get more crits out of dexterity, well, you wouldn't have to worry about it, because you could just ignore enemy armor while you're at it, so. That guy's got a shield. Whoa. Here we go, guys. That'll work. Oh, hello. Where'd you get that fancy thing? Oh, aim's a little off. Ow. There we go. Whoa. Nice dodge. Just at the last second there. Okay. We got through all that. Let's go pick up what they dropped now. Because I probably missed a few things, like this gold. And this barrel. Warrior is pretty much 90% the same. You just have an AoE combo and a super fell cleave now. Well, warriors were pretty good to begin with, though, so, you know. Fun part, the range class can aggro the bosses so hard that they can't say hi to them to keep them busy. Yeah, that's true. Yep, that is fair. Although, if that's the case, if your tank is having trouble keeping the aggro nowadays, it's probably because they're not using their AoEs. Because if they have their tank stance on nowadays in Shadowbringers Final Fantasy XIV, they shouldn't be dropping aggro, because it steadily increases their enmity over time. So unless they're not using their AoE and everybody else is spamming AoE attacks, which is a possibility, then they should be keeping it, but, you know, keeping enmity, that is. Same better, really dig the change made for things that give you plus 50 beast gauge. Yeah, that's really nice. It's kind of funny, though, because looking at, like, the job actions trailer, Warriors, like, changes where it gets that plus 50 gauge thing, it kind of reminds me of, what's it called? What am I thinking? It kind of reminds me of Machinist, and how Machinist gets that plus 50 battery gauge now, so that's kind of interesting, you know? Oop, he's dead. Alright, y'all better back up. I'm about to pound you in the head with some cold arrows. There we go. Yes, I know, I'm low on HP. It's fine, we'll be fine. Oh, I didn't see this ignite barrel here. What if I didn't turn around and just, like, body bumped back into the barrel that I just ignited, and that was the first time I died? That would actually be pretty appropriate, though, considering it's me we're talking about here. It's usually what happens. So. You get pretty much 7 fell cleaves in your opener now. That's a lot. 8 is even more. Love warriors. Same warriors feel so damn great. I gotta tell you, it's a class I definitely thought about trying when I knew that Cole was what's it called, when any of the Cole was dropping it back in A Realm Reborn, because he was thinking about trying Dark Knight and Heaven's Ward. Oh, that's some thunder in the background. Hope I don't lose power. Well, anyway, yeah, Cole was talking about maybe trying Dark Knight and Heaven's Ward. He didn't end up trying it, and I ended up picking it up instead. But, yeah, I was like, well, if you try Dark Knight, I'll just pick up Warrior or something. I don't know. Big Knight Barrel. Oh, look, another one. I gotta stop trying Fate there. I was gonna say cheating Fate, but that doesn't make sense. I'm tempting Fate, that's what I'm doing. I mean, this is probably the back of the cave anyway, so I don't know what I'm too worried about. You enjoyed playing Dragoon, but man, does Samurai feel better. So I haven't tried Samurai yet. It's definitely one that I was thinking about trying, though, that's for sure. There's another level to this one as well. Alright. We'll go look and see what's down a level. You end up doing the exact opposite. You started with Samurai and went to Dragoon. I haven't tried Dragoon yet either. But, yeah, I don't know. I've kind of got my melee DPS down, and I heard that Shadowbringers did a thing where it has like the job quests for, or the class quests. I don't know what you'd call. I think it'd be job quests is what they'd be called. For Shadowbringers are like, instead of it being like 3 or 4 or 5, excuse me, 5 job quests for each different class. There's like 4 quests for the different roles. So there's 4 tank quests that you can do as any tank. There's 4 melee DPS quests. There's 4, like, all of them are the same up until the level 80 quest, and then it's an exclusive quest that's just for whatever job you're rocking there. So that's the only class or job exclusive quest. The rest of them are just exclusive to the role that you play in the party. I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened with it. Yes, yes, I'll be with you in a moment, Mr. Shaman. Probably got like 80 HP. Just judging based on the amount of damage I've done. Sometimes I like to guess that sort of stuff just to see if I'm... Like, I don't know that I'll ever find out, but it's just based on my numbers. Like, instead of looking it up on an FAQ, I'll just guess. Well, that guy's gonna get hit by that if he comes running. I think he did. Where'd that hatchet go? There it is. Bounced all over Timbuktu there. Let me get that guy before he revives the big guy. Not that I can't kill the big guy again, it's just... why would I want to? Yeah, I'm thinking that this game is split up into 4 acts, and the first 2 acts are fairly long. I think the first 2 acts, like each one of the first 2 acts are as long as Act 3 and 4 put together, if I remember right. So I'm guessing, like, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, like, this is probably going to be like 12 streams, something like that. It'll be similar to the Kingdom Hearts playthrough in terms of how long the stream is. Whoops. Yeah, okay, that wasn't who I was aiming for, but alright. Excuse me, sir, there's a shaman around here that needs killing. Ow. Meager regen stone, that's health regen, I think. Now that I've aggroed the entire room, it's okay. We'll be fine, I think. Ow. Yeah, we're fine. No problem.
I have too much in my pack already.
Okay, problem. We'll deal with that in a minute. Let's just see where we can go from here. So this is basement 2. So okay, there's a shaman in the back there. No spell casting for you. No soup for you. Well, there's starting to be a lot of things dropped here, so I'm gonna probably want to go back now. Let's see. I got 6 pounds to work with, so Not that. Well, okay, that works. No. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, definitely hearing some thunder in the background there. Hopefully that doesn't have an effect on the stream. We shall see. Going from Samurai to Dragoon. Meanwhile, in Everyone Hates Monk. Yeah. I don't know about that. I'm still rocking the Monk. I haven't used Monk in Shadowbringers yet, but that's because it's already at level 70, and I don't plan on increasing it anymore because that's already over-leveled for Stormblood, so I don't want to start getting it up to like level 80 going through Stormblood content. It's like, what's the point of playing the game at that point, you know? At least the non-dungeon parts, anyway. Because the dungeons will sink me down, but the field areas, not so much. So, and they tie into the story. I really love the new way of doing it. Gotcha. So they do tie into the story directly. Well, that's good. It's a good way of doing it, then, I think. The 80 Machinist quest sucks, but all the others you've done are great. Warrior 80 is fucking hilarious. There's a 70 to 80 for tank, physical, caster, and healer. Okay, gotcha. So it's sort of like that. Okay, I was thinking there was one for tank, one for healer, one for melee DPS, one for magic DPS, and one for ranged DPS. But maybe they don't split up the melee and ranged DPS.
I'm waiting.
Gonna call it the dancer one is the best one though. Did it last night, 10 out of 10. 80 warrior quest is just going to be you spamming the slappy mode 8 times and quest done, and you love every bit of it. That sounds about right. I heard the warrior quests are kind of like the joke quests. Not that it's a joke. It's just they're the ones where all the comedy happens. You know what I mean? That's what I've heard anyway. Health regen. That is very nice. What can I stick this bad boy on? My bow, maybe? I do have extra room on my bow for that, so... I don't know, though. I almost feel like I'm going to be getting rid of this bow eventually, so maybe I should hold on to it. Ah, screw it. It's fine. What's the harm, right? Warrior is kind of silly, especially after 60. Gotcha. Ah, there we go. Emergency alert. Flash flood warning in this area till 9:45 at night. Avoid flood areas. Yes, thank you, emergency alert. Gotcha. Yeah, if you guys heard the microphone sound like it was vibrating there, that was my phone telling me that we have a severe weather warning in the area. Flash flood warning. We should be okay, though. Where we are, we usually don't get it too bad, but definitely have to keep an eye out for it. Because we're the flooding usually happens when you're closer to the river that's near us. We don't live that far from a river, but it usually happens closer to there. We're pretty elevated where we are, so we should be fine. I need 3 more stacks of arrows, and then we'll be good. Let's see here, and we've established those weapons aren't going to do me much good. Are there any armors down here that would give me poison resist? I mean, this is nice, but I don't know if I want to buy it unless it has like a special effect on it. This gives me poison resist, but I've got one that does that already, so I got a ring there that I could get. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. I already bought the arrows that I need. Yep. Alright, we're good then. 81 is absolutely hysterical, though. As no spoilers, you get a dialogue option where every option is absolute gold, and they're pretty lighthearted. Gotcha. I don't know if I'm going to get to see any of them, because I don't think anybody... I mean, Yugman has Warrior as one of his things, but I don't think Cole's kind of dropped it at this point, because he's more in the Paladin line. And I think he might even be interested in trying out Gunbreaker when he gets back on the game. Although, Rockin' Fun, to reassure you, Cole is a much better tank than the Gunbreakers that you've been playing with. So don't worry about that part. He'll be better off at that. So, can link in community if you like spoiled tactical. Sure, yeah. If you want to, SB, go for it. That would be cool. That way people can watch it if they want. I probably won't watch it, but because I feel like it might spoil the story of Shadowbringers itself, and I don't want that. But if anybody else wants to watch it, then that's for sure. That would be appreciated. Gunbreaker's really fun. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the impression that I'm getting is that it is pretty fun. I mean, it's... Rockin' Fun's escapades with Gunbreaker have just been cases more of people don't know how to be tanks rather than people don't know how to be Gunbreakers, but... Yeah, Cole's thinking about giving it a shot, so we'll see if he picks it up or not. Not 100% sure at this point, but we'll have to see. Well, hopefully the rain and the flash flood... I mean, the rain isn't that bad. The thunder, I guess, and lightning would be the problem. But hopefully the flash flooding and the thunder stay away until about an hour from now. Because if I have to cut the stream off because of severe weather, I would prefer that it be about the same length as a normal stream. I mean, if the power goes out, there's nothing I can do. But it doesn't sound like it's too bad out there right now. I'm going to knock on wood to make sure it stays that way. There we go. Thankfully, I don't have to just knock on my head. I mean, my head is probably made of wood, but I can knock right on the table instead that the microphone is sitting on. Yeah, I gotta tell you, that's the one thing I think that I actually just miss by comparison to the sequel in this game, is the gate back option when you use a gate scroll. Would be nice, but, well, you know, that was one of those quality of life things that they learned from their mistakes in the first, game and they went to the second game. I'm trying to think if the same people made the EverQuest games and stuff as made the wait, have I been down here?
Needs a skylight or some windows.
I haven't been down here. What the hell? Did I not go? Did I miss something? Hold on. Maybe I was only on the first floor and I just wandered off to the end without thinking. That's weird. Now I'm totally lost. I could have sworn we've already been here. But there was nothing on my map downstairs. So I don't think there was. Hang on, let me go down there again. Didn't look like my map was filled out at all. That's weird. Yeah. Why is it restocking everything? Are the enemies respawning in here? Because that could be a troublesome thing. Okay, the enemies are respawning in here. This seems like somebody didn't bug test this part. Okay. Well. Could you... I don't know what just happened there. I must have gotten stun locked or something. Well, there's the first death. I'm just really confused because I could have sworn we went down there. Like, we did go down under the second level, didn't we? Or was I just imagining that? There was a bunch of items that I left behind down here. Am I just really confused right now? What the hell's going on? Because I could have sworn we went down here already. Somebody help me out. Because I'm totally missing something right now. Okay, anyway. Gunbreaker's a really cool job. You just have a lot of problems with some Gunbreakers. Need to learn what a tank stance is. They also need to understand they're able to move with their feet and get out of AoEs. And last but not least, they really need to stop quitting the dungeon at the first wipe. Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. Like the thing, if you want to check it out, so that's so much better than what you could have ever imagined. Just had to run out of one of the EX boss Shadowbringers where you saved the run by valiantly jumping off the edge and killing yourself. Oh no. That's no good. I mean, I'm glad that it saved the run, but like, seems a little... We were down here. This whole area respawned. But why though? Like what? I'm so confused. I don't understand. There's no way I'm already over encumbered. Are you serious? Unless that thing is just really freaking heavy. The thing is just really freaking heavy. Okay. Tainted Tri-Shield, not quite as good as this one. Yeah, it's got to be like 20 pounds or something then if it's that heavy. Hang on. Let's see how much it weighs. It weighs 19.6 pounds. I'm gonna leave that right there. I don't know if I want to continue down here now, because if it all respawned, I'm gonna have to gate scroll back before I beat the area anyway, so like, I don't know, man. This is confusing. This is where we got, is this room right here. And this is where I had to... This is where I had the gate scroll out, because we did this part over here, I think, and then that was as far as we could go before we were over encumbered again. Alright. Well, now that I know that it's just going to respawn, I'm just going to keep going, I guess. Like, if we can't get the treasures or something, I'll just pick them up later. Matter of fact, I might just drop some of the ones that aren't, like, good. Like, this is good, so I'm not going to drop that, but, like, other stuff that I've gotten down here that's not good, I'm just gonna leave it, because it's like... I've gotten this stuff already, you know what I mean? So... Not this stuff specifically, but I've gotten stuff from this area already. Smells like an exploit to me. Oh well. Take that gate scroll though. Ooh. Yeah, that most of the spells that you can see the shaman using are also available to the player through the Erudite Wizard class, but we ain't playing an Erudite Wizard, so... Uh-oh. Something's alive back here. How are you living? Oop. This guy's got a shield. Let's take care of that problem right away. Yeah, why was there a... Is there a teleport spell that I don't know about? I'm so very confused. This whole cave is confusing me. This looks like a trap room, but I don't think that's a thing in this game. I think the only things that are trapped are treasure chests, so... Basically, you always get a marker and need to stand in a specific spot, but if an earlier mechanic is messed up, those spots aren't available, so we only had one spot and needed two, so you jumped off the edge to take away the marker so it didn't kill everyone. Your Dragoon Soul loved that. Well, I mean, if that's what you have to do to get through the dungeon and make sure everybody lives it, then yeah, I mean, you know, do what you gotta do, so. What? Were they below the elevation and the arrow went over their heads? Now they got wall hacks or something here where they can just avoid hits altogether, huh? Oh boy. Let's remember to use a healing potion this time. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. Yeah, the arrow went over their heads. That's why. Because see, this is a lower elevation than this. That explains it. Okay. Well, we're over encumbered, but since the cave respawns, I'm just gonna not pick up the stuff that I'm over encumbered. Like, now that I'm over encumbered, I'll just not pick it up. I'll just, we'll leave the cave after this. I think it's just that armor, though, right? I don't remember where it is. Is it over here? I think it's over here. Tattered padded armor. Let's see what armor we've got, because I don't think tattered padded sounds like it would be that good. Tarnished padded. It's probably better than that, though. Alright, pardon me a moment. I need to get half naked. That would explain also why, Oh no, that's even worse. Okay. What was I saying? It would explain also why something, but I don't know what that something was. Oh, I know what I was saying. Yeah, the fact that my armor, my chest armor currently weighs 15 pounds explains why I keep going over encumbered as well, because between that and how heavy the Morningstar is, I mean, just those two things alone in my items are 27 pounds. So that's a lot to be carrying around. So, alright, back out of the cave, and we'll go from there. We got one more area to visit, and it looks like it opens up a little bit, so we'll see where it goes. So I'll bet you if I went back down there now, it would respawn again. That's so weird. Oh well. Hopefully it doesn't become a recurring trend. I mean, if it does, then we'll just make do, and by the time it does become a recurring trend, we'll have endurance, so it won't matter as much, but I would prefer it not become a recurring trend, please and thank you. Nothing like that ever happened in the sequel. Then again, asking for that sort of stuff is probably asking for a lot, because, like, of course it didn't happen in the sequel. They knew it happened in the original, so they fixed it. But, you know. Well, either way. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I changed the contrast a little bit on the effects filter that I have for the recording there. So hopefully things look a little bit better now. Like I think I looked at the colors when I turned on the Roxio today, and the colors looked a little washed out. So I was like, you know, let me try to fix that if I can. So, and I think it looks a little better. I mean, it's artificial. The colors are washed out normally because it's in 720p, but, you know, what are you going to do, right? Yeah, that's definitely an orc. I can't believe I hit that guy all the way back there. Take more arrows, thank you. Charred staff, charred short sword, charred quilted leggings. Battle-worn padded leggings, can't take those either. Alright, well, we'll go help out then before we get too far here. If I have to, I'll just come back and grab a bunch of stuff, you know. If I miss a bunch because I'm over encumbered, I'll just come back later. Another bow. Here's a checkpoint. I don't know where those guys are running off to, but you know. Charred, battle-worn, composite. Alright. It's the same bow that I just picked up. So they weren't running hardly anywhere. Got it. Let's go look in these little alcoves, see what we can find in here. Probably a badger. If I had to guess. Well, there's a orc. Here. Oh, it connects. Okay. It connects to each other. Let's see what's over here first. Doesn't look like much. Alright. Oh, there's the thunder again in the background. Sounds like it's raining, but I can't quite tell. Oop. We got someone that could use a good cold arrow. Ow. I'm gonna get you. There we go. Watch this lead to like another cave. So like, wow, there's a lot of ways to level up in this game. Get yourself all good to go. He's back with his effect, too. So that's not good. Oh, God. Get me the hell out of here. Get rid of a few guys before I run into too many problems here. There we go. And we've established that I can't pick that up just yet. I mean, I guess I could... Yeah, there's another cave over here. I guess I could just, like, wait till I kill everything, then gate scroll and come back, but... I don't know, That seems like too much work. I'm gonna have to now, though.
I have too much in my pack already.
That leather armor is most likely better than what I've got. But it also probably weighs a bunch. Drop this real quick and just see.
I have too much in my pack already.
How much do I have in my pack already? That leather armor isn't supposed to weigh 20 pounds. Oh boy. Okay, well, then let's gate scroll. We got nothing else we can do then, since I've already killed everything in this area. Replaying the first Mega Man Zero and the fact that 3/4 of the cast are named after random things, but in French gets you every time. Some of them are just named after birds' names. Oh, really? That's a strange thing for them to suddenly like decide, oh yeah, we're just gonna name a lot of things just these random French names. It's like, okay, but why though? It's cool, but it's like, I don't know. It's also like, why, basically. Well, those will fetch a pretty penny. So will that. Still looking for better armor. I may just buy it at this point, and better leggings, actually. Because it might just do us better than what we're doing with it now. I think we're good on arrows for right now. I don't think we need them that badly. Reinforced patchwork would be nice. Let's see here. Earring with poison resist? That might be nice, too. I think I'm going to go for this, because this is not as heavy as our current armor, at the very least, so that will help us out a bit. And we'll just sell this. I think I know what I'm looking for, though, when I'm looking for armor that covers me up a little bit more, or covers Jenne up a little bit more. In the sequel, there is scale mail armor, or any kind of mail armor is what you're going to want to look for, because like a scale mail, plate mail, that sort of thing, because that's a separate type of armor class, and it has like chain mail or scale mail, plate mail, that sort of stuff underneath the armor itself, so it would cover up all the skin that she's showing. Because we don't need her getting viciously murdered by arrows. That's probably why I take so much damage from some of them, is because they hit them in the spot where there's no armor. I don't care if she looks like a tank with that stuff on. It doesn't matter to me, you know what I mean? It's just like, just cover yourself up so that you can survive a battle like this. Like, I get that it's a D&D thing, like there's battle miniskirts and battle brassieres and all that crap, but it never made any logical sense to me. Just seems like titillation, I guess. Like cover up like that guy, like that. I know it's a barbarian warrior, but get something like that so you're not like, so you're not getting jabbed in the bare skin with everything. Glad you're checking. Yep, it takes place 100 years after the end of Act 6. Okay, gotcha. So it was about what we were saying, well, what you were saying originally. You know, the end when Zero locks himself in a capsule because he said in poorly translated way he needs to make sure he was just a weapon or a being of his own. So when he wakes up from that, from all the testing and stuff that happened there, that's when Mega Man Zero takes place, huh? Okay, that makes sense. Alright, now I gotta remember where everybody dropped stuff that I couldn't carry here. And probably by the time I'm done, I'll be over encumbered again. But we'll see. Neither of those are as good, and I only have 19 pounds. But I am almost to the point where I can get endurance, so I have almost 34 more pounds once I go past this point. I almost feel like if I go past this point, though, I'm going to hit a boss or something, and I don't want to do that before I go check out that cave. So we'll go check out that cave. I think it's just that one piece of armor that was in that chest now. Maybe there's one over here, too, that I didn't pick up. Yep, there it is. Tattered Quilted. That might be actually better than what I have as well. I know it's tattered, but the one that I had... Well, I just bought armor, though, didn't I? So that makes a difference.
I have too much in my pack already.
Yep. So... Okay, it's 12. And yeah, we're gonna stick with this, I think, because this at least gets us, you know, all this stuff. I'm just gonna leave that leather armor. Forget it. It's not that important. Another goblin cave. Okay. Actually, a lot more than that, but hey, that would be spoilers. Okay, gotcha. I see, I see. Well, I don't see, but I think that's the point. Well, hi there.
How hard I try to find some wilderness, it's always back into a dungeon I go.
She really likes saying that. She really likes complaining about that, which it's fine. I don't mind. I mean, I get it. Again, if I was down in a rotting dungeon all the time, I'd complain too. But that's where all the loot is, Jenny. And yes, I do have to say it just like that every time I say it. It's a Forrest Gump reference, so I have to be faithful to the original material, don't you know? I'll tell you this though. This part looks exactly the same as that other part. I'll tell you this though. Picking up loot in this game, it's funny because it kind of runs counterintuitive to the way that I normally play Western RPGs. Like normally when I play like Skyrim and stuff like that, when I'm in the process of picking up loot, okay, I'm too high of a level. That's what's going on. I don't know why I'm trying to shoot him at point blank range. But usually when I'm picking up treasures and stuff, I don't pick up all this loot. Like when I'm in Skyrim, I usually try to pick up stuff that doesn't weigh very much or is just gold, just plain old gold, because it's easier to carry around. I don't have to keep being like, okay, I'm over encumbered, I got to drop some stuff or whatever, you know. So, but anyway, we are now level 8, so we can now invest in endurance, and that means be a couple levels before we get anything moderately useful after that, because we got to wait till level 10 to get crit. But yeah, that's really helpful. Unfortunately, I can't invest in endurance quite as much as I might want to, because as you can see, you can only invest in points going up like that. So I need to be at the next level to invest in endurance again. I can't just do it now because, see, I'm pressing X and it's not letting me do it. So you got to invest in other things in addition to the high-end perks. So we won't max out endurance because it would require me to be level 28, and that's too high for this current playthrough. Same with crit. We won't max it out, but it'll be pretty high, that's for sure. So will our archery, for that matter. But it will all work out. Not even concerned. Drop your guard, sir. So level 9 will get more endurance, so we can pick up more objects. Where'd you come from? Try and hit the guy behind you. There we go. Where was that ice storm going, really? You're aiming it all the way over there. Oh well. I guess it don't matter, as long as it doesn't hit me. That's the most important thing. Yeah, the layout in this one looks very similar to that other one that we were just in. I think it was the first floor, like before the floor that respawned. Maybe that was the trap, huh? Maybe the trap was that the floor respawned instead of it being... Like, I'm pretty sure that's not even true, but... Well, sometimes you don't know these things until later. Don't have to walk back all the way. Really, Whiskey? Because, see, I thought that... Because I thought that you could gate back in this game, like in the sequel. But whenever I was trying to do that in the hub there, it didn't have the gate back option. I wasn't 100% sure about that. I was like, wait, that seems like a weird thing. But maybe I was mistaken. We'll try it next time there, so we'll see. And hello, Whiskey. How you doing? So there's a ton of lore in the Zero series, but it's usually hidden in optional dialogue and optional quests, and Temptation throwing a Dark Souls joke in is huge. The world changed quite a bit in 100 years, much overall design. Zero looks really different now. Okay. I will keep that in mind then, because I don't mind doing a few side quests to expand upon the world lore. Oh, this guy's got a... I'm just drawing all the aggro here. Hold on. Ow. Whoops. So at least get that guy out of the way. There we go. I think the shamans ran away. Nice. But yeah, we'll see the next time I use a gate scroll, because I'm fairly certain it wouldn't let me gate back. It was like one of the things I was actually complaining about not that long ago, but I'll see if it lets me. Maybe I was just mistaken. It's a possibility. I'm wrong about a lot of things, so this wouldn't be a total shock if I was wrong about this too. Let's see. Whoops. Oh, I hit somebody anyway. Nice. Ow. Stunned the shit out of me. And over encumbered again.
I have too much in my pack already.
Oh, I hit a shaman and killed him. Nice. Okay, that's too much as well. Let's see here. I thought there was one more goblin. There's at least one more. Okay. Well, let us, since we are over encumbered, let me kill this goblin. Whoops. Looks like he dropped something. I'm just getting drawn into the room at this point, you know? Because of all the stuff they're dropping. Okay, let's... Oh. Is he gonna come to me? Kind of. Oops. I'll take that. And, okay, Shaman and Ice Guy. Alright. Maybe Patchwork boots as well. Yeah, I'm just getting drawn into the room at this point, so what I need to do is I need to stop trying to get drawn in the room and gate scroll. It should work just like in the sequel. Okay, well, let's check it out. Let's see what happens. So once it loads up, I'll just check. Maybe it doesn't say gate back. Maybe you can use the gate scroll and it just gets you back to that point. Maybe that's what's messing me up, because in the sequel it says gate back. So, okay. Well, I'll see what happens after this. Maybe it just uses 2 gate scrolls to do that, because I think in the sequel it uses 1. 1 to gate, and then you can gate immediately back. So we'll see. If that's the case, that will save me quite a bit of time. That's for sure. Okay, these are fine for now. I'm not even using these lesser ones anymore, but I kind of don't want to sell them just yet, because I feel like I might need them at some point. I'd rather have more potions than less, you know. I still need leggings, right? Let's see. 18. I mean, they're close, but they're not in the 20s, so let's see if we can get down here. 32, that would be nice, but I don't quite have that. Extra dexterity, that's not really all that much, but, okay. Porting back doesn't use one, I think. Okay, well, let's check it out. Let's find out what happens. Because, I mean, if it just gates me back, then at least we'll know. Okay, it does just gate me back. Nice. Good call, Whiskey. Good call, because I didn't see the option to gate back like that, and that was what was messing me up. But now that we know that we can just gate right back, even though it doesn't say gate back, that will save me a lot of walking time, that's for sure. Won't save me from the lag, but that's really just sort of a common occurrence, you know, around these pots. Where's that hammer? Okay, there's the gloves. I know there was a hammer that got dropped around here somewhere. It was like a hammer of jolts or something that I don't think I could pick up. Maybe it was back here a little bit. Maybe it was over here. Ah, here we go. Rusty short hammer of tainting. It wasn't jolts, but use great scrolls by pressing square and select as well. Oh, okay. Cool. Good calls then, Whiskey. I will try that the next time I'm using it. That might make it a little easier. Okay, it's poison damage. Oh, that makes sense. We have a nice amount of arrows. Nice. So. Am I playing on an emulator? No, I wish. I tried to play it on an emulator originally, but the my emulator couldn't handle it. It could only get about 20 something, like 22 or 23 frames per second out of it. It's probably because I'm on a laptop, so that would make a difference. But I'm playing on console, and console, sometimes it lags a little bit. It's just, I just make note of it now because it's more noticeable in the current generation of consoles, where I'm just so used to 60 frames a second on basically everything that it's like, oh hey, this is a little more noticeable, you know. We get a strength bonus on that bowl rune there, but I'm not really using strength all that much. I guess I could just slot it into something to increase its value like that. There we go. I think that gives me more endurance as well, a little bit. Yeah, it does. In fact, give me more endurance. It's 1 point per level point of strength. So I guess that's a reason to invest in strength, I suppose. But we should be fine even without investing in strength all that heavily. I would rather deal more damage and just use the endurance perk to make up for what I can't get. So, and this is the end of the cave. Alright, cool. Just check around, see if I missed anything, and after that we'll be out of here. And we can head on further. Tattered helmet of calm. See, the mana regen is nice, but the defense bonus is abysmal. So, alright. Just like your PC. Just ask, apparently someone put in an HD mod for this and it looks a lot better. Oh, yeah, that would have been nice. I sure wish I could use an HD mod, because yeah, it would look quite a bit better if you could use an HD mod in the game, but yeah, unfortunately my computer can't handle that right now. I will eventually, I eventually plan on getting a desktop for these recordings, but as of right now, with my current recording setup, I don't have any place to put the desktop. I need a desk for it. I kind of need a desk before I can get a desktop, and there's no place in my room to put said desk, so one of these days, probably when I move out of my parents' house. That's not going to be anytime soon, because right now I'm trying to save up enough money to have my emergency fund built up for that, and finishing school is important as well. But when I get my own place, I will be investing in dual screens for my computer. I'll be getting a high-end desktop, probably try to build it myself if I can. And yeah, whole lot of stuff, the works. So I'm not ready for the frame rate of Crash Twinsanity. It just like the game does whatever it wants. Oh, God. Yeah, like I said, it's just more noticeable because I'm so used to, you know, everything being in 60 FPS nowadays. The fidelity of having that steady frame rate has made me soft. Has made me less tolerant to lag and frame drops. But, you know, fun to see some PS2 or Xbox games when you come back to playing them really aren't that stable. Yeah. It's funny the things that we put up with back in the day, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, we didn't know any better, right? Like, we didn't know that this wasn't the epitome of console frame rates. Some games probably felt a little bit better, but could we really tell why? Probably not. Another badger. Alright, cold arrow spam a go-go. If we cold arrow spam, he can't quite hit me. Get back here. Take your death like a man. Or a lady. Or a lady that dresses like a badger. This metaphor went nowhere fast. Oh, there's two of them again. Oh, God. Abort mission! Abort mission! Okay, that one's the one that I've started killing. And now it's dead. Never mind, we're not aborting this mission. I can take him now. Ha. What else we got? One more of those guys. I think there is some slight aim assist on these arrows, honestly. Because it feels like sometimes I don't even really aim directly at the guys, and it sort of just slides right into them, you know, the arrow. I'm on fire! I wonder when we're going to get to the fire section in this game. I don't think I'm going to... See, the funny part about when I was doing the playthrough of Return to Arms on my YouTube channel was that I could do some stupid stuff with the titles, right? Like if you may recall, when we went to the Plane of Fire, it was a period of 3 episodes, basically. I think it was like 4 or 5 total to get through Plane of Fire, but there was a period of 3 episodes where I named the subtitles of the video were appropriate based on what was happening. So, like in the first episode, we got a flaming sword that was really good, so I named the episode "The Swords on Fire." Then we got a... Uh-oh. Okay, it's not a trap. There's just nothing in it. Well, I'll wait until we're done with this part. Are they going to open the gate for me? Some sounds angry in there. What's up, guys?
Glad you made it back. With you by our side, I think there's hope for winning this war.
That's a 180 from the last time you saw me.
Inside the forest ruins, and our scouts spotted their chief's entourage riding into the camp. This means they will attack soon, with everything they have.
Guess we better be ready then.
Get this gate open, and you can help us. There might be a way to open the gate from the Orc Caves down the river, but until now, no one succeeded in reaching the caves, or at least return.
Okay, well, I can give that a shot. It'll give me more strength to take on the forces of evil. So.
Elgawain is gone to try to find a way to open the gate himself. I fear for his chances, and he seems determined to drive back the invaders single-handedly.
I would guess that cave is where we want to go.
Follow the river to the Orc Caves and find the gate mechanism. We must get those gates open now, before the Orcs attack.
Okay. Oh, there's our friend. He dropped out of thin air there. All these people are getting this teleport spell. I kind of want it. I mean, if I played as a Dark Elf Shadow Knight, I'd probably have it because I could Shadow Step, but...
And we'll show you how we elves, the true Vadok champions, deal with orcs and goblins.
Okay. I'll hold you to that because you'll probably be able to help me with the boss behind those gates. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, like, I could do a thing where there was a period of 3 episodes. So the first episode, we got a sword that was on fire. And it was really good. So I named the episode "The Swords on Fire." Then the next episode, we were getting a bunch of really good pieces of armor and other equipment. So I named it "The RNG's on Fire." I mean, it makes sense because, you know, the RNG is giving us good stuff. And then we were in the lava flows in the part of the Plane of Fire. So I named the episode "I'm on Fire." Now, if you like SpongeBob as much as I do, you'll know what that's referencing. But, yeah, I would like the opportunity to name episodes like that again in this one, but I don't know when we're getting to the fire area in this game, or if there even is a fire area, to be honest. But we'll see. Alright, still looking for leggings. But we'll work on that in a minute. I'm going to buy like 2 more stacks of arrows. There we go. It's a little expensive, but... Or not expensive, a little bit heavy, I guess, but... You know, extra health bonus. These are nice. And I might want to grab them. So there isn't really much else that I can grab that would be decent right now. Might as well use my money. I mean, why the hell not, right? Those are actually... Well, let me see. Those are 11. And the ones that I have now are also 11. Okay, then yeah, we will get them. Because it won't make a big difference there. Worst possible part of frame drop is when it impacts the music. Oh, yeah. That's no fun when it hits the music. Yeah, that's a problem. When you're expecting a nice and fair duel and you see 4 more foes than there should be, this is truly a Gilgamesh situation. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, there's a fire area in Act 2? Okay, gotcha. So like I said, there's 4 acts in the game. We're currently in Act 1. So we'll be getting to Act 2, and apparently the fire area soon enough. Soon enough. I don't know how long I'm going to have to hold on to that Rotbane ring that I got for the extra disease resistance. Don't know when that'll come in handy either. These are more rhetorical questions, though, Whiskey. I'm not specifically asking to get an answer, so don't worry about it if you're thinking about telling me. I don't need to know, and I mean, it's not a big deal, because that ring only weighs 0.2, so... Oh, is there 5 acts? Okay, I was under the impression there was 4. Well, more fun. to be had then, which is cool. I think that storm passed us because it looks like the sun's coming back out again from what I can see. Well, whatever. Also, someone's using a blender upstairs, so if you hear anything in the background whirring, it's not me. Oh god, hello. That's one of my own guys. Let me not kill my own guys there. And also not run into that fire. So we just follow the river. There's probably a bunch of orcs down near the end of the river here, but make it work. Oh, here's a bunch. Yeah, that shield ain't gonna help you, buddy. Whoops. Alright. Now for some melee. Excuse me, guys. There we go. Got him. Worn leather boots. Is that what I saw? I just saw them again. There they are. Actually, this is a decent test of my soundproofing box to see how much of that it's drowning out. It might and it might not. I'm not really sure. Weighted cleaver. That's got crit on it. So that'll give us some good stuff. Can anybody hear the whirring in the background? Because I mean, I can hear it, but that's because I'm not in a soundproofing box, so that would be why. Oh, that guy's got electricity. Let's get rid of him quick. Might as well use some of that too. There, now it's off. Can I break these? Oh, I can. Okay. And now it's back on. Didn't realize I could break those. That helps. So does this extra carry weight, though. Like, it feels like by now we'd practically be ready to gate scroll again, but... Well, got that extra carry weight to help. I should be more frugal with my arrows, though, because I'm kind of using a lot of them. I have 48 left. That's not bad. You can hear it? Okay. I would assume you going whirr means you can hear it a little bit. I mean, it's there's nothing I can do about it, but just figured I'd, ask in case. It's a good test. There we go. Cracked heavy morning star. Well, it's heavy, so that means it's gonna encumber us. Said I'd be frugal with my arrows, and what am I doing? Using them on enemies that are in melee distance. Ow. Okay, Mr. Beetle, you're gonna have to go, because you can stun lock me. Ooh, nice. Getting that crit. Only thing missing is a dedicated dodge roll button. Where are you guys going? And a normal circlet. That probably doesn't do much. The drop tables in this game are kind of... I think that's the only thing that's kind of weird, is that the drop tables in this game don't take into account what class you're playing. And I mean, I guess that makes sense. It would probably be hard to program that, but... Oh, God. Yeah, see, that was the trap I was talking about right there. Yeah, it would probably be hard to program that if they were based on your class. But, like, I could go the whole game playing a ranger and not get a decent bow out of the stuff. I'd have to buy all my bows from the shop, which, I mean, it could happen. If it happens, it happens, whatever. But I would prefer not to buy my weapons and stuff from the shop. I usually try to just use what I find, Oh, is it fine? I only realized after I said it. Okay. See, I've got my microphone set on unidirectional, I think, for the setting, so it should only be coming in from a single direction, the sound. And in addition to that, I have a bunch of foam in a box, and that's where it is. That's where the microphone is resting. is inside of a box that has foam glued to the insides of the whole thing, except for the front of it, obviously, where my voice is coming from. So it should make quite a key difference in the amount of noise from the background we're getting. The only class that gets different loot is the wizard. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's right, because they can't equip as much stuff as everybody else, so they would get different loot. Looks like I stepped into the sea caves. I don't know what she just said, but looks like I stepped into the sea caves from the Pit of Ill Omen. But that's in, I think the Pit of Ill Omen is later in this game as well, if I remember right. But it's in the sequel as well. So, and I've... Whiskey, I don't know how much you know about how much I've played this game. I'm not sure if you've seen our playthrough that me and my brothers did on YouTube or not, but we did a playthrough of the sequel. I have never played this game, though. So, that's why I keep making hints at, oh, well, I know this and this and this about certain mechanics and stuff like that. It's because I've played the sequel, you see, but not the prequel, not the first game. Okay, there's a dedicated dodge. Just had to press it at just the right time. Well, anyway, though, it said Orc Cave 1, so that probably means there's a bunch of more areas down here. Ooh, nice. Let's say Elven patchwork boots. Guess we'll find out. I don't know what they're doing with those. Probably picked it up off a dead body or something. It's morbid. I guess we'll find out, though. Let's see here. That Bronze Light Morning Star is no good. It is Elven patchwork, but it's not very good, so... Okay, almost over encumbered. We can start going a little crazier with our arrows, because pretty soon we're going to just have to wander our way back. I wonder if there's any goblins mixed in with the orcs down here, because I don't think the orcs have an archer Yakatisma shield? Yeah, I don't think the orcs have an archer class.
I have too much in my pack already.
So, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to collect on that thing just yet. I can, however, pick up a healing tonic and a gate scroll to help me get back. I wonder what that shield is. Usually the yellow items are pretty good. So, oh, that's right. Start select. Maybe I'm pressing them at the wrong time. I'm trying to press them at the same time, but I don't think I'm doing very well. Nope. Oh, well. This isn't that much of a difference, so... Alright, so let us go sell our stuff. Get ourselves some few more arrows and go from there. Let's see if we can buy anything as well. I don't think so, but we'll see. But yeah, it's completely counterintuitive to me, man, to be picking up all this stuff, all this loot. Because, like I said before, usually when I play other Western RPGs like Skyrim and stuff, I only pick up like light stuff that I can sell for a decent chunk. Like I pick up all the gold that I find, I pick up rings and that sort of thing. But if it's like a big weapon or something like that, like the only time I'll really pick it up is like if it has an enchantment that I want or something. And the thing about it is that I usually don't use enchanting all that much in Skyrim, so yeah, I usually don't take advantage of it. Which things have health regen and which things have magic regen? I have a necklace with health, a ring with health. Okay, so I have 2 and 2 right now. Okay. Well, that should do me pretty good then for now. I got like 50 pounds to work with, so that's fine. Let's gate back. Yeah, this is much better. Thank you for the tip on that, Whiskey, because this is much better than how it was. Having to portal and walk back was not as much fun. Alright, let's see what this Yakatisma shield is all about. And I guess Worn Longsword, yeah, that's not going to do me much good either. Extra mana and extra intelligence. Okay, so it would be good if I was like a magic class of some kind. Maybe a high elf? but I am not, so I will not use it. Battle-worn heavy rod. Damn it, use a cold arrow to break a barrel. What an exchange. I will take your gold, though. Where'd that thing go? There it is. Cast iron short hammer. I suppose I could have just waited for my mana to regen. I do have extra mana regen currently on my gear, so... But, guess I was being a little impatient. Oh, well. Alright, let's have a look around the rest of Orc Cave 1, and then we'll see what time it is once we're done. Once we get to around 7 p.m., I'm going to start looking for a place to call it. So, I think we'll do it almost exactly like we did with Yakuza 0, where I basically called it after about, after about 2.5 hours of play. So, large axe. And a bronze mace. Not bad. Extra things to sell at the very least. I don't even know if I can equip that large axe, honestly. Oops. Gotcha. Ha! Reinforced etch shield. If that's anything like the other etch shield, it's going to be pretty heavy. But I guess we can find out right now. Let's see. It weighs 14.7. That's pretty heavy. Large axe I can't equip. And nothing else very good. But it'll sell for a decent chunk, so. I should have mentioned, yeah, Rockin' Fun. 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, because I start at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's when I start streaming. So for you, it's definitely not 7 p.m. It's definitely long after 7 p.m. for you. I should have clarified. My bad. Then The Witcher 3 came out and you just stopped thinking and started picking up every freaking item you could find no matter the weight. Yeah, I feel like I almost did that in Fallout 4 when, you know, you could, like, pick up... You needed to pick up all the materials for your house building stuff and for, like, building up your town areas and stuff. But then I just sort of stopped building up town areas altogether, and that... Oops, mana. Yeah, I don't do too much house building and town building in Fallout 4 anymore. I don't know how we're going to do that in a playthrough. But I guess we'll figure it out. This looks like it's leading to a... Oh, God. Hello. I was going to say, it looks like it's leading to a boss arena, but I guess it could just lead to a 7 billion orcs. And those are too heavy. Well, it's a dead end, at least, so that will help. Fancy chest. Choker of Lesser Mana. Okay. What are you laughing about, Cole?
Oh my god, that was hype as fuck.
What was hype as fuck? Sit.
Let me sit down first.
Yeah, sit down so everybody can hear you on the mic. Cole is here.
Hello everyone. I don't know if any of you play Monster Hunter World, but I just had my hype moment for like the year.
Mm.
So we're fighting the raid boss of World, which is the Cool of Norrath. It's basically just a giant quadrupedal golden dragon that you can break the gold off and carve to get a shit ton of money. And we get to stage 3. I'm like, oh my god, there's no way this is happening right now. Like, I'm Hunter rank 37. This is an Arch-Tempered version. I should probably mention.
I don't know what that means.
Arch-Tempered means it's really hard.
Oh, okay.
It's effectively meant for endgame players. Like the kind of endgame where you spent like 100 hours-ish in the game, busting your ass, doing all that kind of crazy stuff. And the Siege is out, but the regular version doesn't exist, so I decided to try and do the Arch-Tempered version. Of course, my first few tries, I only carded once. And I was like, hey, oh, this is working. And then we get to stage 3, I'm like, there's no fucking way this is happening right now. I am in an Arch-Tempered hunt, like endgame content at Hunter rank 37, which is, even though it's past the final boss of the game, it's still not very high comparatively. Yeah, Rockin' Fun knows what I'm talking about. So we get to stage 3, right?
Yeah.
Every single part of her is broken, so she gets angry. Now, I should probably mention, Kulve Norrath is terrifying when she's enraged, because it's basically just giant black and gold dragon with lens flare eyes staring at you and breathing magma in your general direction.
That's not good.
It's terrifying. You're gonna do it eventually. Rock and Fun described it pretty well.
Arch-tempered stands for either really hard or straight up bullshit.
Nerd Gigante, what? Anyway.
The horny golden lady.
So, we start beating her up, and finally, we get to the end of stage 3 where she's about to leave, and we're like, oh shit, we gotta do something. Like, there was like a sense of panic among the 4 people, including myself. So they knock her over. Here I am with a charge blade. Charge blades are a very complex weapon, but what it effectively comes down to is you want to buff up your sword and your shield with maxed out files, and then you want to do the most powerful attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Rock and Fun, I gave you a PTSD attack. Anyway, so effectively, I run up to Kulve. They're setting bombs down, and I get blown away. I'm like, you know what? No. So I go up to the side. I do my full power attack. First hit, like 300 something damage. I hit the downward swing, and the horns snap right off, and the hunt ends.
Damn.
I was like, oh!
Nice.
And then I got a fucking... I got a bunch of Kulve Norrath weapons, because that's how you get them, is you beat her.
Oh, okay.
You don't make the weapons. You get the first stage of the weapons by just beating her. And then you upgrade them from there. And if so, of course, I didn't get a charge blade, which made me sad. Well, I did get one, but it's only a rare 6 charge blade. Even though the one you want is the rare 8 charge blade.
Oh, okay.
I got a rare 8 switch axe, though. But that's something aside from the point. And at the end of the quest, I look in my menu. Every single person in the online menu sent me their guild card. Sent me their freaking player card. And I get 3 invites to guilds because I broke the bastard's horns. Oh, it was beautiful.
Nice. This looks like a boss arena.
I don't think you understand. Like, I jumped up like 4 feet in the air. I was like, ah! I wish I clipped that. That was beautiful.
Cole, does this look like a boss arena to you?
It looks like a lot of enemies.
Yeah, I see all the enemies. It kind of looks like a boss
this
arena.
TV makes me angry.
Yeah, because it's not 4K, right?
No, because of the fucking line.
Oh, because of the line in the TV. Yeah, there's a scan line in the television that is like it's like 5 or 6 pixels wide. It's not very wide, but it has no color. It's lost its color from the TV being used so much. So it's like right in the middle of the screen. It's really not that bad. It just, you know.
Oh my god, this looks just like Return to Arms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How many years were between them?
1 or 2, not that many.
Holy shit. Wow.
Return to Arms was basically just this 2.0 anyway, so.
Damn. Because I know Return to Arms is a sequel, and we never understood half of what was going on in Return to Arms because we never played Norrath.
Yeah. I'm hoping that will change.
But holy crap, this does look like Champions. I'm on a nostalgia attack now.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, I can't imagine how you felt when you first booted up the game with how much we played Return to Arms back in the day. I still have
It was like riding a bike, man. Like riding a bike, getting everything back.
Remember the first area in Return to Arms? I have that entire track memorized. I could play it on command in my head.
I had a troubling thing happen to me earlier. I mistaked one of the... I thought I had one of the tracks from Return to Arms stuck in my head. Turns out it was actually Barheim Passage from Final Fantasy XII instead. I was like, oh no! Like, I don't know if that's good because I don't even... I feel like Final Fantasy XII is on another level compared to Return to Arms. Like, Return to Arms is a good multiplayer game, but not a lot of games compared to Final Fantasy XII in my mind.
I'm still sad we never really went all the way with Return to Arms playthrough, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't get all the blood gems and shit like that.
Yeah. Maybe one day, if we can all find a way to be in the same room 4 times a week. Or just record it off the thing and do highlights. I don't know. Keep forgetting Fallout 4 existed. Yeah, it's almost 1 a.m. for you, so yeah, I get that. Gigante, one of the worst. Cole's probably going to make me fight him, her,
Not
it,
the Arch-Tempered.
something. Not the Arch-Tempered. Maybe it's worth noticing that the Culve is the kind of fight that drags out for quite a long time and has enough damage to force you to heal at every hit you take.
Well, at the same time,
Yikes.
I've been playing Monster Hunter for years now, so I kind of had an unfair advantage because I got hit like a whole twice in the entire fucking 30 minutes we were fighting. Honestly, it's just because Kulve, even though she hits hard, her attacks are very readable and they're easy to dodge through. Because you just got to make sure you're rolling when they pass through you, or just stay the hell out of the way and let the guy with all the defense tank Kulve. The crazy thing was, like, I was amazed by just, with my current equipment and build setup, how much I was breaking on her. Like, Arch Temperance, you don't fuck with Arch Temperance. You come like fully prepared. Like, there is nothing that is considered too good to use in Monster Hunter, and you bring all the good shit when you fight Arch Temperance. That's the best way I can put it. But oh my god, I need to go look at those weapons now because I jumped like 4 feet in the air. I screamed.
Okay, pick your feet up when you walk behind the TV.
Oh yeah, by the way, dinner's done. The roast looks delicious.
Oh, okay. Cole made a really fancy roast, and he didn't tell me what was in it, so...
I'll tell you after you're done eating it.
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you guys on that. This also looks like a boss area. And the base version got some seriously high damage. Oh, does it? Okay. Well, like I said, Cole's probably going to make me fight some of the base ones. Oh, okay. Is this the gentleman we're looking for? Yep, it is. Are you alright?
Thank the gods it is you. I thought that war had returned. Finished me off.
Nope.
I need to find the mechanism to open the gate. I would help, but my legs are shattered. I cannot move them. If you can, get me some elf draught. It can be found somewhere in the cave below. Please hurry. I don't know how much longer I can last.
Why is there elf drought in the cave below? This is an orc cave. Did they steal it? Perhaps. Oh, and we have a portal back here. How nice. Okay, well, we'll activate that. We'll go check out the rest of this cave, and then we'll go see if we can find some stuff for a friend there. Because he looks like he could use a little bit of a boost. Rusty Dirk of Embers. Right, well, it's rusty, so it's not going to be doing me any good, but at the very least, I can probably sell it for a few hundred gold pieces. And it's funny, though, because looking back, I probably made a more of a big deal about the fact that... what's it called? The fact that arrows cost 180 gold pieces, but that's really not that bad. Like, you think about how much money we make anyway, and it's like, well, don't think we need to worry about that. Well, oh, I'll try when I go
seriously,
up.
just try it. Like, seriously.
I'm gonna be hungry though after this.
God fucking damn it.
Just, I'm only gonna be another 15 minutes. I will try your food when I go upstairs. Don't worry.
It's not coming apart at the rims like I want it to, which makes me sad.
Pick your feet up.
I know, I see that, Jimmy. I'm not stupid.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just making sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be up in a few minutes. Cole just tried to give me a piece of his roast. And it looks very good. And I am getting hungry because he's putting it in front of my face, but that's fine because, like I said, about 15 minutes we'll probably be getting ready to be done here, so. And then I can go have some of the roast. And it will be very good, I think. I love cold arrows so much. Ow, when I'm not getting interrupted. There we go. It's just so nice being able to get around to the fact that the enemy's hitboxes because they're slowed down. More arrows. I saw a bow. Cracked hunter's bow. Excuse me. Let's see. Any of these bows good? No, not really. Not as good as the one I've got. This adds a health bonus. Well, that's not too bad. It's probably one of the better flat bonus things that we can get. I got that's pretty good. I could use it. Not that. I'll put it on this. That's fine. 25 extra health. Nice. That will help a bit. But yeah, the only ones that I think I'm going to try to save is if I get any more for mana and health regen. Because both of those are really, really, really good from my impression. And it seems like I get more of those now than I got when I was playing Return to Arms. Although, thinking about it now, it could just be... And the other thing is that I'm getting a decent chunk of money out of this game too, but... When I think about it, it could be because of the fact that when I was doing the Return to Arms playthrough, there was 3 of us and we had to split everything between ourselves. In this game, it's just me, so I can take advantage of that a little bit more. With the Arch-Temper, do you want to be a glass cannon as much as possible? He better make you fight Behemoth. You go and have fun. He said he was going to make me fight Behemoth, so we'll have to see how that goes, too. I'm sure it'll be fun. In a masochistic kind of way. Eventually, though, I'm going to probably start prioritizing health regen on my accessories more than magic regen, because I'm going to have so much magic regen from investing in the regeneration perk that it just won't matter as much anymore. So, let's get rid of all this stuff. Probably start saving our money just a little bit, so that way we have enough for... Because I'm sure the items that we're going to find in the next area are going to be very expensive. So, I don't know when the next area is going to happen. I think we're getting pretty close, but I don't think it's going to happen today. I think there's another level in the Orc Caves below this one, so... There's 68 arrows. I'm going to buy just a few more. There we go. And that should do us pretty good for the next levels. It's probably going to be like the Goblin Cave. There's probably going to be like 3, maybe 4 levels, and then a boss at the end or something. If I had to guess. And then we got to get into the gates that they have there and see what's waiting for us back there. Okay. So let's go see if we can find this elf drought for the guy. And, you know, also get the locking mechanism. Probably go to like the first checkpoint down here or something, and then we'll call it a day. Unless it's like right here, which is a possibility. Then we'll try to go to the second one if we can. Hello, who's this? What is she doing all the way down here? Oh, she's a holographic projection.
There's not much time. I can feel his presence approaching even now.
Who is he?
You must find me, and do not lose hope. If we do not unite against this evil, then all of Norrath will suffer.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. I mean, that's not entirely off.
The cave is deep enough to hide the enemy from me.
Wonder who she is, and she might be being held captive then, since she said you have to find me. Alright, well, we'll see if we can keep an eye out for her. Any more arrows. Which kind of patchwork armor was that? Tarnished. Okay. Well, that's not going to do me any good. Let's check what's behind narrow passageway number 2. Nothing. Okay, fine, fair enough. Alright, let's go find more orcs to kill then. I got 108 arrows and a penchant to use them because I have enough dex to make my arrows sing when I sling them. Where are the orcs? This looks like a battle arena room, but I don't see any orcs. Some like spring out of the woodwork as I get to the back of the room or something. They like box me in. Be like, it's a trap! Oh, okay, this is a chest and a tent. Does it not have anything in it? Nope. Okay. Sometimes you get that, sometimes you get nothing in these chests, unfortunately. But that always scares me, because it's like, wait, is there something inside of it? You know, like a bomb or something? But not always. I was about to say, it's really weird how empty it is down here. But it's not empty anymore. We have found the enemy. I'm just glad this cave doesn't look like the other... See, like before, it kind of looked like the sea caves from the Pit of Ulman in the sequel. Now this is starting to look like that one mountain area in the sequel where you have to avoid... There's like these bubonic plague rat things, like rat people, basically. And you have to do some Metal Gear Solid stealth with them. Because if you don't, they can like... They're like super powered when you first get in there until you destroy their power source further on in the area. And they kill you in like 1 or 2 hits, and it's ridiculous. And they even inflict disease on you and a whole bunch of other just nastiness. It's not really very good. It's not a good time, I'll tell you what. I'll take that, thank you. Okay, but there's another level down. I wonder where this leads. To level 3. Let me checkpoint real quick and just see what's down there. We'll save real quick too, just in case, and then we'll go from there. I gotta be careful because I think if I remember right, there's a bug that I read about in the FAQ in one of the areas in the Orc Caves. It could be further on as well, but there's a bug in one of these areas in Act 1 where if you use a gate scroll to get back after defeating a boss in one of the areas, you like glitch the game and you can't play it anymore, so you have to reload a previous save. So that wouldn't be good. You tried the first GBA Crash Bandicoot, pretty fun stuff. You suck, but good stuff. Fun stuff. Well, that's okay if you suck, though. I mean, it's like, you know, first time you're experiencing the game, so...
How deep you orcs flee, I will track you down.
There you go. See, that's more like it. That's not as complainy. It's not as whiny sounding. Now you're sounding like a real champion there, Jenny. Well, the orcs are over the... Okay. So there is an archer orc. Whoops. Hello. Ouch. Alright, well, now that we're out of mana, let's just do this the old-fashioned way. There we go. Even get a mana vial out of it. What did that say? Gator something mall. Oh, okay, these guys died. Okay, cool. There's another one. Oh, look, another one. Ha, gotcha. I'm just glad these vials can't go flying off the ledges, you know? Gator Smash Mall. That's funny. Fancy hammer, though. Could use that if I was a barbarian warrior. Or a high elf cleric, but can't use it as a wood elf, unfortunately. I have a selection of a decent number of weapons as a wood elf, but don't have access to everything. There's a portal here. That is a little bit sketch, because usually portals are indicative of something big happening in the next area. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back to level 2. And we're going to see how far that little path back there goes. If it only goes a little ways, then that's fine. Then I'll just checkpoint, and then we'll head down to level 3 after that. And we'll do that on the next episode. But I want to see where it leads first. See if I missed anything, because there wasn't a lot of level... Like, we didn't do a lot of level 2 there. There wasn't very much of it, you know. It was a small map. But I could have just missed, like, a giant chunk of it over here, so... Let's find out. Well, there's another checkpoint right here, so, Oh, boy. Here we go again with these multiple checkpoints. Cryptic Bull Rune. Oh, I think we already had one of those, didn't we? Let's see. Yeah, it's one of these tiny things. Another strength bonus that I could get if I wanted to. What did I put it on? I could put it on the gloves, I guess. Or the leggings. I'll put it on the gloves. Why not? Give it a little bit of extra boost there. It's the amount of endurance, or not endurance, boost to the extra carrying capacity that I have. I don't know how I got endurance and carrying capacity mixed up. That doesn't seem right. But... Oh, hello. This looks like it goes a ways in. Well, that's... I guess we're gonna figure out how deep. I don't think it's that far in, but... Whoa, whoa. Oh god. It's a trap! It's a good thing I've, I can battle them one at a time over here now. Oh, there's another arrowman behind me. I'll be with you in a moment, sir. Gotta get the arrow guys first. There we go. Is this room empty? Is there a chest in this room at least? No, it's probably just used for a trap there. Okay. Well, that's fair. Oh, more arrows. Nice. Ha! Gotcha. Gotta love crit, man. Crit is awesome. Oop. And then these guys are using some poison, which is not good. Not good at all. Oh, God. Not good at all. Using poison, that is. Okay, it doesn't look like the circle's round. There is a chest in here, though. A little money. I'll take it. Okay, so. You're doing over and over in a Kirby game, might as well be right for the first penguin and crash. Oh, that's no good either. That's the first enemy getting you. It's always a fun time. Sometimes that happens to me when I go back and play the original Super Mario Brothers, which you'd think would be etched into my brain just by extension of me being somebody who plays video games a lot, but no. No, it's not that etched into my brain. Boss is probably offended you called him big. Probably. He's going to be like, "What'd you call me, bitch?" And then Jenny's going to kill him because he just called her a bitch. That's not very nice. Oh, God. I have run into the room, and I have regretted it! Let's back off. Okay, now we're good. And I even critted the guy that I was worried about, the big guy with the electrical attack. I was gonna say, what are you, like, up on a wall there, trying to avoid all my attacks? Dwarven circlet. Alright. Elven padded gloves. Come on, you! There we go. Yeah, I like to make it so that it sounds like health regen is really good, but all the health regen in the world won't help you if you don't use potions effectively. Well, here's the elf trout. Okay, let's take it back to what's-his-face and see what he's got to say for me there. We'll just go to the portal, and then we'll take it back to him and see if he'll be all right that way. Whoa. Elven padded is pretty good. Rugged leather is even better. Okay. Not a bad find. Okay, so the weighted short morning star at a fast speed. Sometimes I get crit and swing speed mixed up. I mean, either way, it sort of almost does the same thing. More swings mean you do more damage overall. It all just increases your DPS. So let's go to that portal. We'll take the elf trout to what's-his-face and see if he can... Actually, let me check my mission before I do that, because if the mission says that I need to beat the Orc Commander before I can give him the elf trout, then that's not really going to make a difference. Okay, so it's a separate mission. Okay. So then, yeah, we should bring it over to him. See what good it does me. Difficulty in video games makes no sense. You suck at easy, straightforward Kirby levels. You can almost no damage entire level in 0-1. That's because you know every bit of every stage. Well, that definitely helps. Knowing everything about a certain game will definitely make it easier for you. Maybe it's just the floatiness in Kirby games that gets you. Like in the Zero games, the platformers, like the platforming rather, has a certain weight to it. You know what I mean? Like, and you know that weight well because you've played the games enough. But if you're not used to the weight of the Kirby games, if they're more floaty, then maybe that's what messes you up. Is that the timing of the jumps is different and everything like that. You know, that would be my best guess. Okay, let's get the elf drought to our friend over here. See what he says. Are you still alive? Here's the elf drought.
I thank you. I am too weak to help you. But if my sword arm cannot aid you, then here, allow my blade to do so.
Ooh.
Take it with my blessing.
See how good it is. Probably not as good as what I've got because it didn't have anything slotted into it, but...
Down to the old cave and open the gate. If you make haste, you might surprise them and defeat them.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. We've received a reward from Elgoin, a reinforced hand axe. And I am too over encumbered to carry his reward. Great. Why am I not shocked? Oh boy. Okay, well, I guess we'll portal back to the thing. We'll come back and get that, and we'll call it a day. Let's go to Kelethin. I always feel like you're either too slow on the ground or too vulnerable in midair compared to Zero, where it makes supersonic man out of you. Yeah. Yes, it does, for sure. Moving super fast in the Zero games compared to Kirby, where it's like slow and floaty. Which, I mean, it makes sense considering Kirby is Kirby, but still, it's two different types of movement speed, you know, and that can mess you up a little bit if you're not thinking about it. These are still good. These are still good, and I don't even know that I need those anymore, honestly. I'm going to hold on to them because I might need the minor ones, like in the boss fight or something, but we should be okay. Do I buy more arrows? I think I'm going to buy a few more arrows. Just to say I did. Okay, 93 arrows to go, and we're in good shape. Let's go get his hand axe, and then we'll just go save it somewhere. I'll probably like do the outro as I'm like I'll teleport back to Orc Cave 3 and then I'll get to the checkpoint, or I could just go down the stairs behind him. That also works. So, because I don't think the checkpoint is that far away, unless the enemies like respawn again or something. That wouldn't be good. Oh, and he had a different sword. Okay, but the hand axe was something different. So he must dual wield then. That's fancy. Okay, so it's not bad. It's got dexterity bonus on it, which would help me. I mean, not while I'm using it, but, you know. It'll sell for a decent chunk anyway. Not quite as good as this, though. We've made a pretty good weapon out of this mace that we got, so. Oh, alright then. Let's see, and we're not terribly over encumbered either. How was that hand axe, by the way? I forgot to check that. No, not good at all. Okay. Alright, let's head down this way then. We'll just head straight to the checkpoint and we'll call it a day. And when you see how they handled the double jump in 0-3, you can easily say Zero feels so good to control without restrictions. I didn't even know they had a double jump in the Zero games. That's nice. I don't think I've ever used a double jump in the Zero games. Like in 0-1, I didn't fully complete 0-1 though, so that might be why I didn't get the chance to use one. It might be in 0-1 and just not. I didn't play enough of it to get to use it. But I suppose only time will tell in that regard. Okay, well, now that I've walked over here without doing the outro, that's going to do it for today's episode of Champions of Norrath. So, what will we find at the bottom of the Orc Caves? Will we find the mechanism we need to open the gate and save Kelethin and the Fadark Forest from the Orcs and the Goblins once and for all? Find out on the next episode of Champions of Norrath, the Stream Edition, which is going to be happening on Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. In the X Series, Zero can't double jump if he wall jump or dash jumped or midair dash, but there is not such thing as Zero Series. So he can double jump off of a wall jump or dash jump? Wow, that would really help with the range of motion, that's for sure. 0, 3, and 4, you can freely double jump after a dash or a wall jump. I could see how that would make a supersonic man out of you, that's for sure. It sounds like a really good thing. Alright, so thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I will see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will happen on Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Hopefully this time I won't have technical difficulties for 20 minutes before the stream starts. But that's neither here nor there. So take care, everybody, and have a good night.
I've caught my breath. Let's go.